I was born in Blacklick, Ohio, a town of 300 people. Now it's a hoity-toity place where rich people live. I started swimming distance freestyle. My brother was very good. I was awful. I was at a swim meet and one of the boys had gone home, and one of the moms of the other kids said, okay, well, what are we going to do about the relay? And the coach said, well, Dave Smalley's here. And she said, isn't there anyone else? And that was a pretty good wake-up call for somebody who's 14 years old. And I decided that I was just going to outwork everybody. That changed how I looked at everything I did. My recruitment started after the University of Houston coach, Phil Hansel, found me, and he decided he was going to talk to my father. And my father told me that I was going to go to the University of Houston. Being pushed to go to the University of Houston was one of the best things that ever happened to me. When I was a student, I went to class, I ate, and I swam. That was it. I walked over to the Student Life Center and took aptitude test. And it came back, said that I would be good in the hospitality business running a hotel. And I walked over to the University of Houston, the Conrad Hilton Hotel School. I met Dr. Rapole, who had admitted me into the college, and that's how it began. When I graduated, my first job was with Steak and Spirits Restaurant. It was a learning experience, to say the least. Spectrum is a hospitality provider for major sporting events and music attractions across the United States and Canada. Wherever there's a big gathering, then we're there. Our family is my wife, Melanie, my son, Maverick, and her son, Corey. I met Melanie at work. We then hated each other. She hated me because I was mean. I hated her for the wrong reasons. Then one day I heard her laughing outside of my door, and I went, I want to hear that laugh more. When I learned that I could be helpful to others, that's when I started reaching out to the university to see if I could be involved in things. I met with Dean Bowen at the time, and we worked on a project, the Leadership Foundation. What it does is it provides living expenses for kids that take an unpaid internship. I find this award, incredibly humbling. I thank everybody that's helped me along the way. Dr. Rapole, my coaches, my family, I have dear friends that have sacrificed so much to help me get where I got to get to. But Melanie has to be at the top of the list, and I thank her for getting me to this point.
Presenting Dave with his medallion is an honoree himself, the Honorable Doug Brooks. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Smalley. Take pictures. Stand there and take pictures.
You're right, it is quiet during picture time. That's Doug Brooks, and thank you, Doug. Doug's a professional and icon in the industry, and the person that I greatly admire, but he's a man and a person whose qualities I strive to emulate. I'm humbled and honored, so thank you for being here tonight. Nancy Clark, Mike Paday, thank you so much. You made this experience a life experience. Thank you doesn't do justice for what you have done and how you've made me feel. To my friends in the room, I thank you for your support. To all my Eric Club friends, I'm humbled and proud to be a part of Eric's Club and what you've made it to be. To the Mills, the Reeds, the Brooks, the Holmes, the Kozans, the Smidlines, the Shermans, and the Stewarts, Joe Pogge, Jay Jung, thank you for the decades of love and support. Without any of you, I'm not me. All of your lives influenced and weaved into the tapestry of my life, making me who I am today, guiding me, encouraging me, coloring my life. The University of Houston is also a big piece of that tapestry. In my eyes, the University of Houston was and is the perfect place for me. How I see it, we're both underdogs. Both overachievers, out there with a chip on our shoulder, something to prove, something to fight for. Maybe some of you in this room feel that same way. I hope you do, because I think it's great. I think it's something to be proud of. President Couture has the university on a trajectory of greatness. The mortal enemy of great is good enough. I believe she understands that, and we will not stand for good enough. The Conrad Hilton School will not stand for good enough. In order to be great, one has to make a choice to be great. Not just a choice, one must make a committed choice. A committed choice to me is one you make with your whole being, my heart, my head, my soul. People who get to sit in this room have made committed choices. University of Houston is indeed on that path, and I can feel it, and I think you can too. I can envision the day when kids like me, fighters, might see the University of Houston differently when we hit those high marks up there. The change will be built on the shoulders of great people like you in this room. It'll be a bittersweet moment for me. I'll embrace the greatness, but I'll miss that underdog grit. My wife, Melanie, I call her the most beautiful girl in the world, because she is. She's here with me and for me. I'm so fortunate that we get to spend most of our days together doing what we love. Decades of laugh and love. It's average, honey. That's an inside joke. We've been blessed a million times over with so many ways. Tonight is just one shining example. These are the kind of times that we share a little saying that we have to each other. How lucky are we? Yeah, how lucky are we? Well, honey, the truth be told, how lucky am I? You've joined my life. Our two paths coming together as one has changed everything for me for the better. You've positively influenced me in every way possible. My world is a better place because of you. How lucky am I? This is a great honor, and this is a great night. But when I think about it, where do we go from here? I think we all need to commit to changing lives with our positivity and commitment to each other. Let's build on the legacy of those that have come before us and make the committed choice to be great. Let's reach far and let's reach high. And always remember that there's no high like a cougar high. And those people out there are the people that say that drive us. How lucky are we?